It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. As they start on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go. They gotta go. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Bengals had 8-3 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Burrow. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with, and right away he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Fine, ready? Hey, can.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Close. 11. 11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And Lance's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Lance now on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Lance. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lance. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mixon will go off tackle left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11 empty. Stop.
Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Let's go now.
The Lance going to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 20!
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. It's a good hustle to get back and get him down, but boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Lance looks to throw again. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance able to find Gray here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Here we go.
I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Forced out to his left.
Again, that's Hurst. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And Lance now to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's caught.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4th down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open. And a really nice...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Trey Lance
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 31, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Here we go.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Lance. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Hey,
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
In motion, the tight end.
Here's Lance to throw it.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bengals take over first and 10. Their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football... It's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Come on, Rick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A handoff, running left, Mixon puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Here we go, here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
11.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
On one, ready?
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.